Yeah. What's up? It's your boy Trevor. Welcome to the live. We're just getting started. Welcome to the Q&A. We're hanging out. It's a Saturday, first weekend of spring. Yeah. Lots of motion is here to start. We're just getting started with all of that. Yeah, let's go. Mm. Mm. Yeah, tell me where you watching from. It's your boy Trevor. Mm. 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 Give me some. Say, mm, eh, mm, mm. Yeah, bruh. That's a big plan, especially for the music. Yeah, I'm gonna be reading off the comments and yeah, I'll let you know. Mm. Just getting started. The live just got started. It's your boy Trevor. Mm. Mm. Okay. So those questions have started coming in. Thank you for joining in. So boy, Trevor. Mm. Okay. What inspired my latest remix, my latest release? I would say it was really a mindset of growth. I was trying to actually grow into a better artist, so that would say be the main piece of what inspired like that work of art, because it was deep, especially that EP and the remixes I was doing. Like it was deep because like it was just reminding me of like my roots, especially with the music. Like it always takes you back to show you that it's always your pain, it's always your thoughts, and like that's what you need to do and put together. Yeah, how do you come up with your lyrics and melodies? Lyrics. I would say lyrics are easier than melodies because melodies take time, especially once you're finding sections for songs and actually building a whole idea of like one melody. That's way harder than finding lyrics. Like lyrics are easy to find because like lyrics are it's like just me speaking and like sharing, but like finding the inspiration behind the melody is always a big part. Then what is your favorite song that you've ever made? I would say right now, right now, Irie. Irie is at the top of the list. It's one of my favorite tracks. I love that track. It like has lots of instrumental build ups and like creative ideas in the sense. Yeah, yeah. Which artists influence your sound the most? I would say lots of Afrobeat artists. Like I grew up listening to lots of Afrobeat music, so most of my music is inspired by Afrobeat artists, It's actually a big thing because you actually grow around listening to one genre and then actually become acquainted with different sound once you move, once you know become a part of a new community. Mm. Yeah, so I got to learn about R&B music and then the contemporary sounds, and it was like so amazing because like from there I was just like learning from other artists. Give your own, like he's one of the main inspirations behind like lots of my sound too. So I would say I listen to artists, even the previous artists I was listening to, Thames, like she has an amazing voice. Like I used to spend lots of time, listening to her music and getting to know how to sing just off different artists. I'm gonna play you another, day one artist that actually brought me into the music and like kind of showed me what it means to be a creator, of sounds, of a world around music. It's the OG right here. Let's listen. Chris Brown, of course, the G. Mm, 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 mm. How do I deal with writer's block? I just write, bro. I just write. Most times writer's block is not real. Like most times it's just like, you need to be inspired more. Of course, Chris Brown, the day one homie, day one music inspiration, of course. Like for so many artists, especially with the R&B, and now into Afrobeats too. He really like evolved. And with who? Davido, of course. Like these are OGs, like guys who made music and made it, stick. Like made it become a big thing. Yeah. What's your studio setup like? Most times I work at home when I'm creating like my own mixes and like doing that, and then when I'm like creating the whole idea, that's when I hit studio and be like out there like in studio. But I have put a couple of videos on my channel if you want to check those out of what the studio setup looks like, yeah. Do you freestyle or write your lyrics fast? I write. I write lots of my lyrics. It's easier to write lyrics and then have them and then like create the idea of the song after, of your lyrics. But I would say most times I freestyle the idea and then write it down. Once I write down the lyrics and like have it, and then from there it's easier to kind of like vibe out and like share it. Yeah, the video day one, homie. I act a fool. So just let me know what other questions you have in the chat, and yeah, what you wanna listen to, any tracks you wanna listen to. Yeah. How do you choose which beats to use? Most times it's like instant with the beats. You just like hop in, and next thing you know, the beat is rhyming with how you feel in the moment, and like most times you don't choose the beat chooses you. Like it finds you at the right time, finds you when you need it, when you actually need to be creating on it, and then from there you go forward. It's a big thing because you want to be in touch with your musical world to actually receive ideas. What's the craziest studio session you've had? I would say Truth was one of the biggest studio sessions. Hi there, how's it going? So it's just like big because it was a mindset switch. It was like you can make music and come and create in the moment and make it happen, because music is big, it's really like a big world around, you know, being in touch with emotion on a different level. And like so many artists are, you know, any upcoming collaborations? Definitely. I do have collaborations planned. I would say it just takes time with those, because you really want to be in touch with your own self and be at a certain level of your creative, ability to get that kind of engagement, especially if you want to create music with others and be fully engaged in what they're doing. You want to be able to, like actually vibe out with them. Yeah, so I would say with the music, it really starts off there, finding that inner reason, and then once you get there, it's easier to kind of share with others and create with others, right? Mm. Okay, next question. Let's see what's here. What's been the biggest moment of my career so far? I would say every moment. I would say starting off the YouTube channel was one of my biggest. That was like 2020. Once I took that step of starting off the channel and like putting in focus to kind of get to it, it has opened so many doors, like led me to meet so many people. So I'm grateful for the music in that sense, because like it's a big feeling. So we're out here just listening to artists who inspired you, and then from them inspiring you, then you are part of this world of creating, of performing, of being on stage too. It's deep, bro. It's deep, especially if you're an artist too. Okay. Next question. How do you handle hate or criticism? That's a deep question right there. But the hate is meant to be a part of the journey. So it's not really like a big, a big piece of your mind, right? You didn't take a big piece of it. So the big thing is the criticism. You really want to be keen so that you are taking in the good side of it, and then the other side of it, of people who are kind of putting down your dream. You know how to to navigate that and be able to stay in touch with your emotions and like your deeper side, right? Next question. What's the best advice you've ever received as an artist? I think it was Metro Booming. He had like a clip. I just watched it, and it said something about like his reasons to being a musician, like why he makes music, right? It's a big piece of him. So sharing it with the world doesn't come with, attachments to wanting to be a part of, some structure or even receive something from this structure, right? It's really just loving your music and loving what you create to the point that you actually are in for the long run, right? You're in for your deeper reason, and your reason being that you just love music that much, So that's some of the biggest advice that I've received as an artist, So it just keeps going on. It just keeps going, and it becomes bigger once you become more in tune with your music, right? Once you become more in tune with it. Next question. What's something about the music people don't realize? Yo, the music takes a lot of, I would say you need to be so in tune with your emotional side and like know your feelings to the point that you're putting out a truth to you, and like you're willing to share it to the world, and like the world can receive it too, you know Next question. Yeah. Let me take another question right here. How do you balance being an artist with everyday life? Yo, that's a big one because the everyday life aspect is like big because like I have to do so many pieces of my daily life and then also, you know, involve my musical side on a daily so that I'm like, growing every day because sometimes you can grow once in a while as an artist. It's possible. You can actually take time and come back to eat, go and come back to eat. But sometimes you really just want to look in for the long run and like be at it every day and be in your field every day so that you actually receive your ideas when they are fresh to you, right? Not like a week after just because you didn't go to studio, you didn't practice at all, so you don't have nothing to show for that week. That's not really it. You just kind of have to keep at it. Next question. What's your dream collaboration? Right here, Wizkid for sure, bro. Wizkid, if me and Wizkid made some music real soon, it will be a highlight for real. His new piece is gonna be traveling to Canada real soon, so definitely have to go and check out the boy. JJ, let's take another question. If I wasn't doing music, what would I be doing? I'll be painting because I started off painting, like that was my biggest passion. I just wanted to actually become like, a full-on fine artist. That's really what my dream was. Like to draw hand. But it's different because that takes again a whole nother level of sacrifice, especially coming to, sharing your music because I knew I was very good with drawing. That was something I kind of got to very young, right? And up to now, I do have a love for fine art. You have to have lots of variables in place to be in the mindset to even pick up a pencil and draw. Like for real, it's deep. It's deep. You have to be in tune with your music on a whole nother level. Yeah. I want to play for you another artist that has inspired some of my latest music. Like amazing sound, amazing ideas. Like even his delivery of what music is dope. That's Odell. Yeah. Check out this track. Let's listen. Set aside. Just go live your life. Just go live your life. When you realize you. I'm about to take another question real soon. All you guys. Yeah, they say here, what's one mistake you see new artists making? Giving up, bro. Like I've seen so many artists that like started YouTube, started creating, and like just because you didn't get a bunch of views on your first try or your first, you know, few videos, but you gotta keep going. Like, so I've seen so many of my friends kind of like quit their dream and like put it to the side and, you know, put it on wait. But with creative energy, you kind of have to put it out there constantly, you know, to be in that zone of creative energy. That's a big thing. Let's get it, boy. Yeah. Let me take another question right here. What's your wildest fun experience? I think it was Winnipeg. I would say I had like a very good encounter with someone who like let me know he has been checking out my music. He was quite young and like still at the beginning of his life, but you know, like hearing someone else tell you that your music is making an impact on them is a very dope feeling, and actually knowing that, you know, you're adding to life in that way, you know, you're contributing in that type of way, you know. Oh, back baby, cold shoe, come until you realize. All right. Next question right here. Can I freestyle about something the chat says? Yeah, I can do that. Like most of my sessions have been like freestyles, and like based on what the chat is saying. Like that's what we have been up to. Check out those lives. This is our Q&A, so I'm like kind of keeping you on that type of timing, and we reacting to new music. You know, like sounds that are shaping the future. You know, big artists on their way on the come up for real though. Damn. Okay, what's the best message you received from a fan? I would say it was that message I spoke about, like meeting someone who actually checks out my music and like, you know, gives time to what I do. That was a very heartwarming situation because, you know, felt good to know. See, yeah. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be? Bro, I still want to perform in Uganda, bro. In Uganda, in the main stadium there. Bro, once you get it done, yes sir, that would be like the dream. For real. That would be the real dream. Who's been rocking with me since day one? Bro, lots of my homies, like guys who saw me grow up into the music, right? Like guys who saw me in the high school phase. Those are the guys who have been supporting Homeboy since day one. Like most of them, like have seen me from being a ratchet, you know, a ratchet youth to, you know, becoming this artist and all, right? It's different because like they know the true you, they know the real you, they know, you know, the flaws, they know the come up. It's a big piece of it, right? It's a big piece of it. Next question right here. What's my go-to hype song before performance? Yo, this track I won't play it for you, but I'll let you know. It's by XXXTentacion. Yeah, it's called Look at Me. Go check it out, bro. Like lots of energy. You just, you know, get ready for the crowd, like get hyped. And yeah, that's like a big piece of it, you know. Yeah. Next question right here. What's next? What should fans expect from you this year, 2025? Wow, that's a deep question right there. Like, I do wanna create more. I wanna evolve, especially the content, be able to express myself through video and the music behind it, right? That's really like the biggest thing I wanna do this year. If I'm able to get a new space and set up, you know, the content room and be able to like shoot content in a daily, constantly. That's gonna be the biggest thing you guys should expect from me, like new content, upgrading your content, becoming better at shooting, at engaging, at sharing, like all that. What's one thing that your fans should know about you? I'd say I'd say my birthday is in July, so we definitely have to celebrate that. And usually within that time frame, I usually put out new music, so expect new music by June for sure. Like, I'm sure this year is gonna be a year where I'm kind of like breaking through in terms of like the music I'm presenting to the world and like its format. So expect new music by July for sure, for sure, for sure. Like the spring songs of that spring, like songs that are gonna, switch up the whole lights that we are being seen as artists, right? So that's something really I'm working on, and that's something I want you to know. Mm, mm, mm. Can we hear an unreleased snippet? I have lots of them, but it's not at that time right now. Right now, it's Emotions, the EPs. On its final release days, it just kind of, on its final week, next week, the whole version will be out. And yeah, that's gonna be amazing, bro. That's gonna be like my heart will set and knowing like finally we done it, we put it out, and then from there, focusing on the new album. That's gonna be really the next big thing. The next big thing is gonna be focusing on the album. What's my favorite? My favorite track right now, besides mine. Mm, I would say it's a Drake track, but Drake is still too deep with it, bro. He's still too deep with it. It's called Greedy. Check it out. Greedy by Drake. Yeah. Mm, yeah, yeah. Mm, that's gonna be the next song I play here. Yeah, yeah. Spam mic if you want to see your boy spit a freestyle today. Right here, right now. Spam mic in the chat if you wanna see your boy spit. Yeah. Sun comes out. Mm, 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 mm. Something shade, disrespect. Mm, mm, mm. She getting better now. And she ain't trying to settle down. If you ain't got your shit together, no. Mm, mm, mm. It's been a nice life for real though. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for joining in on a Q&A. Your boy has been sharing, as always, making the content focused, locked in. But it's all right, it's all about that timing and keeping your head down. You just gotta take it on stride. Mm, mm, mm. Say, we still got our love and our pride. Let's get sci-fi. I'm trying to be out of my mind. Mm, 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 mm. I'ma try and buy you some time, though. Mm, mm, mm. Now we rise. Don't even know how it feels. Don't even know how it feels. Don't even know how it feels. You don't even don't even know. See when I disappear for days. You always yourself you're playing. Don't know how it feels. Can't even imagine how it feels. Oh, still got issues I gotta deal with. This is not conventional. These are my confessions, though. I'll let you know how I'm feeling. I'll let you know how I'm feeling. I'll let you know if we're creeping on it down low. Oh, it's right. Don't got a lot of time. Let's go for what you know. Where your time is. Let's just rock and roll. I'm ready for your love. I'm ready for your heart. The more I get, the more I want. 'Cause I'm ready for your heart. I'm ready. 'Cause I'm ready for your loving. Yo, Jake went hard on this, yo. Homeboy, I'm sure has like tracks planned for that summer for real though. 'Cause I'm ready for your loving. Check out this one too, like Opie's. Oh, I get, ooh, ooh, greedy for love. Said I'm greedy for loving, greedy for love. Greedy for love, baby. Yo, subscribe to the channel right now. Let's get to let's get to that new milestone for real. Let's get to the milestone right now. Let's get to the milestone. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to this milestone for real. Gorgeous, gorgeous girl, but you ain't have it. All the words of affirmation at night. Yeah, they'll tell them what? Happier. No need to go. But you left me with no purpose. Check this. And they told me not to waste my time. I'm sorry it was worth the try though of my life. If I am blaming, but somehow tonight, but somehow nowhere, never crossed my mind. When I had a target of your heart inside, you still saw my life out of time. Right, just to detach from me. We live two different lives, you'll see, like I saw a dream. Yeah. I don't know somehow leaving me. I say blame it on you. Keeping me. Yeah. That's Blame You by Odile. Check out that track, it's amazing. It's purpose. Another misunderstanding, of course. I pushed you away, 'cause that's what I could afford. Push you away, 'cause that's what I could afford. If I should stay or try and say goodbye, it's killing me inside. I'd probably be alright. And in this life, say some other time. They kiss since I cry. But don't much to fight. Fucked up every time. I'll keep that in mind. Call it sound advice. Not until right. It's killing me inside. Presents to show my affection. Throwing diamonds and just to the sky. I need to listen to some Central. Some Central. Got me changing. Thoughts with your friends got you changing your mind. to your friends. Just so a silver lining. We wasn't seeing eye to eye. On another line, no reply in your face, but she stay. This is killing me. Fashion, flowers and diamonds. I'm not here, no. I'm just carrying passion again. Yet you're changing. After this. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, and slipping past. Wishing. Just as stuff. Wishing. Just Let's check out this one. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Come. I read a lie. I read a lie. I read a lie. I read a lie. To I read a lie. Mm. Ooh, yeah. I read a lie. Shit. Mm. Mm, 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 Lord, Lord, I'd rather lie. I'd rather lie than to lose you, girl. I'd rather lose you. Bro, check this. Lose you, girl. What? I rather lie than lose. I rather lie. Back in the day. Bro, like this. Mm. Mm. I rather lie. I rather lie. I rather lie. Right back. Mm. I rather lie. I rather lie. I rather lie than lose you. I rather lie. What's wrong? They can't. Mm, I really like, I really like to lie. I really like, I really like. Yeah, we finally at the end of the live. Thank you for joining in for that quick music reaction and Q&A. It's been an amazing time. Check this, bro. I've been on my grind, chasing dollar signs, trying to get it right, but it ain't never easy. I say each and every time I keep my eyes up on the prize, stacking on my bread, bro. I'm trying to get it right. They ain't never saw me coming. Ooh, now I'm funny here, they were tryna act like back then they was there for me. What, bro? Please don't tryna slide, no. Please don't tryna switch up right now that you see me on the fly, bro. I'm just tryna get my money right, bro. Tell you from the start, I ain't really about them games. I speak every time I pull up to that mind. You gon' hear me now, and you gon' hear me then when I'm sitting at the top. Next up, and I'm up. To the top, I'll never stop, bro. I'm about to shut up what I'm spitting, bro. I'm just trying to win G. I said, I'm just trying to win G. I said, I be on this grind, bro. Every single time I said, I'm just trying to win for real. I said, I be on this grind every day. I'm trying to win for real. I said, riding, get this paper right. I just shoot it with a pride. I say every single time, I still get it right. Telling something, I seen you up on the block. They ain't never seen a young king spit it like these. Spit it real clean every time we step it up, bro. Stepping up the game. They ain't never seen me flow like this. I'm like, ooh, I'm just trying to be. I swear I'll never quit. No. I'm you up on this block, but I be trying to win. Subscribe to the channel, and they gon' let you know when I be live again.